Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's the world's okayest trucker again. And today, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that are going to interest all drivers. And then, specifically, I want to give some information to new drivers. And this has to do with why trucks go so slowly uphill. I am east of Vail, Colorado today on Interstate 70, and my truck and trailer together weigh about 73,000 pounds. A fully loaded truck and trailer may legally weigh as much as 80,000 pounds. Now, there are different size truck engines. There are different size truck transmissions. And the combination of the power of the engine and the geared ratio of the transmission does have an impact on how well a truck can pull the load up the hill. I'm currently driving 23 miles per hour. And that's because I'm going uphill. Now, the inverse is also true. Coming down on the other side, I'm not going to be going over the speed limit, obviously, but as difficult as it is to get up the hill, it is far easier to go down the hill. So, if you are not a truck driver, or if you are a truck driver that has a very lightweight load, you're going to be able to pull this hill much faster than me. And so, I have my four-way flashers on. You can hear them blinking now, I'm sure. And, you know, I have a line of traffic behind me because big trucks are restricted to the right lane right now. So, there are a lot of complications that go into answering the question, why are they going so slow? Well, now you know. Now, where this becomes of interest, especially for new drivers that are not familiar with this phenomenon, when your truck is going uphill, you have a propensity to overheat your engine. The way you overcome this is by making sure that you stay in a gear that keeps your RPMs, your revolutions per minute on your engine above 1500. That circulates the coolant through the engine and keeps it from overheating. So even if you have to go into a lower gear, you stay in that lower gear that keeps your RPMs up above 1500. The way you do that, most trucks on the road today are automatics. Not really. They still have the manual shift to the gear. They simply have an extra piece of mechanism in them that acts as the shifter for you. So the transmission itself stays the same. They have developed additional machinery on the attached to the transmission that causes the shift to happen. So it's not a truly automatic transmission like is in your four-wheelers. That's what we call all of the other motoring public around us that are not big trucks. Now you notice I didn't say 18-wheelers because while 18-wheeler is the most common configuration for a big truck on the road today, there are many variations on the number of wheels that a big truck can have. So the way you do this, new drivers, you shift, you switch from your automatic into manual. Every one of your trucks should have an option so that you can override the automatic and go into manual shifting. And then you simply downshift until you get to a gear where you can maintain more than 1500 RPMs, and that should keep your engine from overheating if your engine is working properly in all other aspects. But what will cause you to overheat is to try to pull that hill at a lower than 1500 RPM range. Now, when I was new, I used to panic about, why am I going so slow? This is ridiculous. It's not. It's physics. That's all it is. If you are driving around big trucks that are going slow, especially up a hill, don't get mad. Get over it. Now, going down a hill, you can go, as a driver, go ahead, switch back into your automatic mode. On my truck, it's a 2022 Freightliner Cascadia. I can go into economy mode or performance mode. When you have the cruise control set, it will automatically apply the Jake brakes and the service brakes to make sure that you do not get too close to the vehicle in front of you. We got the radar technology built into the truck that keeps the proper following distance for you. And not everyone is lucky enough to drive a truck like that. This truck will even slow me down all the way to a stop. And then, once the traffic starts going again, all I have to do is tap the accelerator, and the cruise control is still active and will continue to give me my proper following distance behind the vehicle that's in front of me. Speaking of proper following distance, this is for everybody. Following distance is not measured in the actual distance. It's measured in the time it takes to cross that distance. So for four-wheelers, your following distance on a dry road should be 2 seconds. So whenever the vehicle in front of you passes a fixed object, start counting 1001, 1002. And then, if you have not reached that fixed object, you are at a proper following distance. That distance takes into consideration your reaction time and your stopping time for the speed that you're going. So, the faster you're going, the more distance is going to be required, but that will be taken into account with the 1001, 1002. Here's the thing. For big trucks, especially for a fully loaded 80,000 pound big truck, the following distance is 4 seconds on a dry road. On a wet road, it's 7 seconds. So when you are driving around a big truck, there are 2 safe places to be. 2. 1, way the hell behind them. 2, way the hell in front of them. And if you're not in one of those 2 places, you should be getting to one of those 2 places as quickly as safely possible. Anyway, something to think about. Y'all have a great day.